I'm sick of the lies. The lies. The lies the mainstream sports media tells you Bron fanboys to make you believe LeBron James is the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT. All right? You already know the deal, man. All the real NBA fans, oh yeah, we all know the truth, dog. We all know the facts. LeBron James is not the GOAT. All right? You see what I'm saying? But dog, I've been doing some research for a minute now, dog. I've been deep in this research, dog. And I got some new Jordan facts for you, dog. Because when I did the historic 2009 playoffs failure, dog, you see what I'm saying? I got a lot of blowback from these Bron fanboys, dog. They all talk about, oh, you're not fair. You're not fair. You don't hold LeBron to the same standard. You're just nitpicking his failures. And it's like, dog, that is not what I do, dog. Let me set the record straight for all these Bron fanboys out here, dog. All the ones up in the comments crying. You see what I'm saying? Dog. I literally, when I research my videos, dog, I don't look at just LeBron. How do you think I got all that information, dog? You think I got it from literally just researching LeBron? You know how many hours and how much time I had to put? I researched every team in the history of the NBA. You see what I'm saying? That's what I did. I researched every single team, dog. I never just nitpick LeBron's flaws, dog. You see what I'm saying? Never. I literally compare him to everybody in NBA history. That's how I be finding these kinds of things, dog. It takes a long time. You see, it takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of effort and work. You see what I'm saying? And then these Bron fanboys, they want to come out of nowhere and talk about, oh, you're just not holding him to the same. I'm literally holding him to the same standard of the entire league and in the entire history of the game, dog. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. I never, dog. Whew. It's crazy, dog. It's wild that these Bron fanboys think I just look through LeBron's career and go, oh, that's bad. I got to put that in my video. Oh, that's bad. What's bad? What's bad? What's bad? I don't do that, dog. I don't just look at simply LeBron, dog. I compare him to everybody. You see what I'm saying? Literally everybody. And then I find the things that stand out, dog. The things that stand out. I don't know. Let me tell you, let me get one thing straight, dog. When I be doing my research, dog, I have no idea that LeBron is going to be the big failure, dog. I really don't. I have no idea. I'm just going through the history, dog. I'm going through the history books. And then I find some information and I go, yo, LeBron again? That's what I do, dog. It's not my fault he keeps making these big time failures, dog. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not even looking for him, dog. I'm just looking at history, dog. That's all I do. Look at history. And I go, yo, LeBron again? This dude, why is he dog? This dude's always on these Hall of Shame lists, dog. That's what I see every time I be going through, dog. Oh, there's LeBron again. Him again. This guy. That's how I know for sure, dog, he is not the GOAT, dog. And when I be finding this information, I put it in these videos. And here come the Bron fanboys, dog. Bron fanboys thinking I'm not being fair. They think I'm not being fair. I'm just singling out LeBron James. Dog, I am not singling out LeBron James. NBA history is singling out LeBron James, dog. That's the facts. NBA history is singling him out. I'm not even looking for this kind of stuff, dog. It just pops up as I'm doing my research. You see what I'm saying? Now, how do you think I was able to find out that he was the only MVP on a 65-plus win team that had never lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and the playoffs that did not make the finals, dog. How do you think I found that out? You see what I'm saying? I did that by researching literally every single team in NBA history, dog. Every single team, every single year, every single playoffs, every single record, every single regular season. Dog, I looked through everything, dog. And I found him, dog. You see what I'm saying? I was not trying to find that. I just said, man, LeBron, he freaking lost. He didn't even go to the finals in 08-09. You see what I'm saying? I think he was on a 60-plus win team. Let me look at their team. Hey, that's interesting. They never lost 3 games in a row. Huh. Oh, look, that's interesting. They never lost 3 games in a row in the playoffs either. They still didn't make the finals. Still got eliminated by the Orlando Magic. Huh. So then I wonder, dog. I start wondering, who else did that? Who else did that, dog? And then I start combing through NBA history. I comb through everything, dog. And then I see that LeBron is the only one who ever did that. You see what I'm saying? Nobody else. That I did not know that he did that beforehand, dog. I did the research on it, and then I was astonished at his failure, dog. That's what happens, dog. That's what happens when I go through the research and I comb through the entire history of the game. It takes a long time. It's really some work that I put in, dog. You see what I'm saying? I don't understand why people just think I'm out here talking about some narratives and some. This ain't no narrative, dog. This is reality. You see what I'm saying? Y'all just need to accept the facts. Sometimes, dog, the truth hurts, dog, and it is what it is. Now I got some more information because as I went through that, dog, I got some more facts on Michael Jordan, stuff I didn't even know and nobody has ever mentioned, dog. That's the facts. You see what I'm saying? I didn't know. I didn't know that Michael Jordan was over here doing some more GOAT stuff. I had no idea. I was just going through the research and then his name just popped up again and again and again. And I said, whoa, Michael was on another level, dog. So let's go. Let's talk about it, dog. As you know, dog, from 1990 to 1998, Michael Jordan did not lose 3 games in a row. Yes, it's facts, dog. If you exclude the first 3 games, you see what I'm saying, of the 1990-91 season, he would proceed for the next 8-year span of him playing in the NBA, for the seasons with the Bulls, when he went retired and came back for those 17 games, he never lost 3 games in a row, dog. You see what I'm saying? And in the playoffs, he never lost 3 games in a row. You see what I'm saying? We're talking about regular season and playoffs for an 8-year span, dog. That's insane. You see what I'm saying? That is absolutely insane. And yes, somebody said that. Somebody brought that up and people went, oh, wow, that's insane. This dude is goated. But then we can look, dog. He's had 5 seasons in which he has completely went through the regular season, you see what I'm saying, and the playoffs, did not lose 3 games in a row for either, and went on to win the championship. He has 5 seasons of doing that, dog. That is insane. You see what I'm saying? Because when we look, dog, I looked at all the teams in NBA history, the ones who have done it the most. We can look at the Lakers franchise, dog. The Lakers franchise has done it 7 times. The entire Lakers franchise from a span of 60 years, dog. They've done it 7 times. You see what I'm saying? 7. 60-year span, dog. You see what I'm saying? Michael did it in an 8-year span. You see what I'm saying? The second in line is the Boston Celtics. They did it 6 times over a span of 65 years. Once again, Michael did it 5 times in a span of 8 years. That is insane, dog. Now, it's happened 61 times throughout NBA history. It's happened 61 times. 61 times where a team finished the regular season, just the regular season, without losing 3 games in a row, dog. You see what I'm saying? But when we get to the playoffs, it's a different matter, dog. When we get to the playoffs, it's a different matter. There's teams that they never lost 3 games in a row the entire regular season. But then they get to the playoffs and they lose 3 games in a row, dog. Yep. It's happened. Let's look at the teams that have done it, dog. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 teams. Yep, I believe. Let me recount just to be sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, now it says 17. Hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, 17. It looks like 17. And I'll do one more triple check to make sure. See, when I do my research, dog, I literally I'm very thorough, dog. I try to go as thorough as I possibly can, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. 17, dog. There have been 17 teams, dog, that did not lose 3 games in a row for the entire regular season. You see what I'm saying? But when they got to the playoffs, they lost 3 games in a row. Yep. 17 times it's happened. The Utah Jazz have done it 3 times, dog. Speaking of the Jazz, dog, here's another Michael Jordan fact, dog, that I just did not know, dog. Like, the 98 Jazz, they never lost 3 games in a row the entire regular season and the entire playoffs going into the finals, dog. They had not lost 3 games in a row for that entire stretch. But then they got to the finals, they faced Michael Jordan, and they lost 3 games in a row, dog. Michael Jordan stopped their streak, dog. You see what I'm saying? If we look at the 1996 Supersonics, they also did this, dog. They also achieved this. They never lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and postseason going up into the finals until they faced Michael Jordan and his Bulls, and then they lost 3 games in a row. Michael Jordan ended their streak. And if we also look in the same 1996 season, the Eastern Conference Finals, the Orlando Magic, they never lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and postseason leading up to the Eastern Conference Finals. And then they lost 4 games in a row. They got swept. You see what I'm saying? But they were swept by Michael Jordan, who ended their streak, dog. You see what I'm saying? Not only has he been able to keep doing this never losing 3 games in a row, he has stopped several teams from their streaks of not losing 3 games in a row, dog. You see what I'm saying? And 2 of them were in finals, dog. But people want to say, oh, weak era. Oh, he played in a weak era. Oh, it wasn't competitive. It wasn't competitive. That's why he was able to, dog, he was going against some stiff competition. You see what I'm saying? But he was just beating them. And I just don't, it's insane when you look at this kind of stuff, dog. Like, he was just beating them, dog. He stopped 3 teams who were on complete streaks through the regular season and postseason. You see what I'm saying? When it came to losing 3 games in a row, they did not do it. But then they faced Michael, and he ended their streak, dog. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy. And when Michael Jordan swept the Magic, dog, Shaq. Let's talk about Shaq, dog. Shaq. Because I've been looking at final sweeps, dog. I've been looking at sweeps in general, dog. And Shaq was swept on a 60-win team twice. You see what I'm saying? Twice he was swept when he was on a 60-win team in the playoffs. It's only happened 5 times in NBA history, and 2 of them happened to Shaq. You see what I'm saying? That's when I started looking at Shaq. Like, because you know how unlikely it is for a 60-win team to get swept. It's only happened 5 times in NBA history. There's been 92 60-win teams. Only 5 of them have ever been swept, dog. And 2 of them were Shaq's. You see, that's when you start looking. You don't say, "Oh, you're singling out Shaq." No, that isn't normal, dog. That is unlikely to happen. You see what I'm saying? But it keeps happening to this same player, dog. You see what I'm saying? That's when you start looking and you start saying, "Hold up, dog." You see what I'm saying? And we also know Shaq, he's been swept 6 times in the playoffs, dog. But 2 of the times he was also on a 60-win team. So that's when you start saying, no, dog. No, dog. This ain't a his team was bad problem, dog. This is a Shaq problem, dog. You see what I'm saying? Because the data supports it, dog. The evidence supports it. This is how I come up with this information. I'm just walking you through how I do my research, dog. You start finding these connections and you go, whoa, no, hold up. Him again? You see what I'm saying? That's when you start seeing these massive failures some of these players have, dog. Michael Jordan isn't really on this list. When I start going through massive failures, dog, Michael Jordan don't really pop up, dog. Like, I don't see his name pop up, dog. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going to do some more research. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to do some more research. Anyway, dog, he stopped 3 different teams, dog. 3 different teams. Michael Jordan stopped 3 different teams from having streaks, where they did not lose 3 games in a row, and then they lost 3 games in a row or more. As soon as they faced Michael, he stopped their streaks, dog. You see what I'm saying? So they could have pulled it off until they met Michael. And then he stopped them, dog. Another thing that I thought was interesting, dog, was Michael Jordan, he in the 88-89 season, dog, the 88-89 season, as we know, Michael Jordan, his Bulls, they had a 47-35 record, dog. 47-35 record, 5th seed, and in the first round, they eliminated the 57-25 Cleveland Cavaliers, dog. And it was a team that had 3 All-Stars on it. I think it was like Brad Daugherty, Mark Price, someone else. Crap. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember the dude. But it was a 3 All-Star team, dog. And, well, it would seem, dog, that they did not lose 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and playoffs, dog. Like, this was that kind of team. You see what I'm saying? And the 5th seed Bulls. Silence, dog. My bad. The 5th seed Bulls, dog, they beat that team in the first round. And they really weren't supposed to beat that team, dog. They weren't supposed to. That team had not lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and playoffs. You see what I'm saying? But the Bulls managed to beat them, and Michael Jordan managed to hit the shot. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I don't think people really understand the magnitude of what he was able to do, dog. You see what I'm saying? That was insane. That wasn't, like, the odds were extremely against him, and he was not supposed to beat that team. But he made it happen, dog. You see what I'm saying? That team had not lost 3 games in a row, for the entire regular season and postseason. And that's when I looked and did my research, and I was looking at teams that have been able to do that, but still not even make the finals. LeBron isn't the only one to do it. There's the Lakers, 96, 97. Wasn't that Shaq? You see what I'm saying? That's when you start making these connections, dog. And you go, wait a second, Shaq was on that team. You see what I'm saying? The 69-70 Bucks did it. Kareem. The 71-72 Bucks did it. Kareem. You see what I'm saying? The 10-11 Celtics did it. KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. The 21-22 Suns did it. And we look at CP3, dog. He's one of those guys, dog, who, he lays some eggs, dog. He lays some eggs. A great player, but he lays eggs when we start getting to the playoffs, dog. This is how it's always gone for him, dog. The Suns in 89-90 season, I don't believe Charles Barkley was there yet. I think it's Kevin Johnson and, Dan Maherly, the Kings, the 01-02 Kings, they also failed. The Pacers, the 03-04 Pacers, they had not lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and postseason, but the Pistons knocked them off, dog. That was a huge upset. The Pistons were 54-28. And an interesting thing about the Pistons, dog, they're the only team in NBA history, dog, to win a championship. The only team in NBA history to win a championship but lose 3 games in a row 6 times. You see what I'm saying? No team that ever lost 3 games in a row 6 times ever won a championship. The only one that did it was the 03-04 Detroit Pistons, dog. The only team that ever did that. You see what I'm saying? 6 times, dog. No other team has done it. There have been a couple teams that have lost 3 games in a row 5 times. The 77-78 Bullets, the 78-79 Sonics, the 57-58 Hawks, the 68-69 Celtics. You see what I'm saying? But that seems to be it. You see what I'm saying? As far as teams that had losing streaks like that and actually won a championship. But the only one to do it 6 times, dog, was the 03-04 Detroit Pistons, dog. The only ones to lose 3 games in a row 6 times throughout a regular season and still end up, or throughout an entire season, and still end up winning a championship. The only team to ever do that. So these are the kind of things I find, dog. Like, I'm not trying to find them. They just pop up and I go, wow. I didn't know that. You see what I'm saying? So it's crazy that the Pacers got beat by the Pistons when they did not lose 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and playoffs, dog. The Spurs did it, the 62-20 Spurs in the 94-95 season never lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and playoffs, but they were beat by the 47-35 Rockets, dog. And that's where that brings me to the Bulls. When they eliminated the Cavs, they were 47-35 as well. You see what I'm saying? And the Rockets and the Bulls, the 94-95 Rockets and the 88-89 Bulls are the only 2 teams in NBA history, dog, that ever beat a team that had not lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and playoffs. They're the only 2 teams in NBA history to do that and have, 47 wins. That's like the lowest win record, the lowest win percentage. 47-35. That's the lowest wins of any team to ever be able to pull that off. Is 47. You see what I'm saying? The only 2 teams that ever did it were Michael Jordan's Bulls and Hakeem Olajuwon's Rockets, dog. These are the kind of things that pop up, dog. I'm not looking for them. You see what I'm saying? I'm not trying to single anyone out. I'm literally just combing through history, and these are the things that pop up. You see what I'm saying? Uh, the Timberwolves, they also did it. The Utah Jazz 89-90 also did it. And the Clippers did it. Okay, so the Timberwolves, that was the 03-04. So another team that did not lose 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and playoffs. KG. You see what I'm saying? But the Lakers beat them, right? And then wasn't KG on those 10-11 Celtics, another team that had that kind of success throughout the regular season and playoffs and never lost 3 games in a row, but they still got eliminated? You see what I'm saying? And when the Timberwolves were eliminated, it was the Lakers. And when the Celtics were eliminated, it was the Miami Heat with LeBron and them boys, dog. So you see that KG, it would seem he folds when he's going against some big-time stars. You see what I'm saying? When he's going against big-time stars, no matter what kind of success they had leading up to facing that team, he folds, dog. You see what I'm saying? That's what it would seem from history, dog. Why would he pop up twice here, dog? Nobody else is the only ones popping up twice is Kareem twice. Shaq's on this list. Kevin Garnett popped up twice. You see what I'm saying? This is very unlikely for these same players to keep popping up, dog. You see what I'm saying? The probability factor is very low. This should not, you see what I'm saying? So when it happens, there's got to be a reason behind it, dog. It ain't just some coincidence, dog. I don't take anything as a coincidence. When these kinds of things happen, they're so specific. You see what I'm saying? They're too specific to be coincidences when someone fails at that more than one time. You see what I'm saying? One time I could give it to you. But when your name starts popping up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, stuff like that, then it's like, no, dog. Nah, dog. Something's going on here, dog. You see what I'm saying? So, I look at those teams, dog. But when we look at the Cleveland Cavaliers in 08-09, with LeBron, see, his team was not the only team to be able to do this, but his team was the only team to win more than 65 games and do this and have an MVP on their team. As a matter of fact, they are the team that has the highest record, the highest win record of any of these teams who ever never lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season. You see what I'm saying? And didn't make the finals. You see what I'm saying? I would name all these teams, they did not even make the finals. But the Cavaliers have the highest record, the highest win record of any of these teams to ever do it, dog. Which is another thing where you start, wait, who's on that Cavaliers team? LeBron again? You see what I'm saying? It's just weird, dog. It's weird. This dude, when he's under pressure, dog, more often than not, dog, this dude is going to crumble. That's what I can bet on. Just from NBA history, dog. When I look through the history, his name keeps popping up in these kinds of situations where he has an advantage, a big-time advantage, and he still fails. You see what I'm saying? Big-time advantage, still fails. Every time, dog. It's weird. You see what I'm saying? But, he's weird. He's weird, too, because sometimes he has disadvantages and then he succeeds. So it's kind of like, huh? So when you're supposed to win, you lose, and when you're not supposed to win, you win. I don't know. But most of the time he's losing, dog. It don't even matter. More often than not, he's just losing, dog. That's just the facts, But sometimes he does sneak out a win. But then when you look at his wins, and you analyze them, compared to everyone else in history, you start seeing like, this dude is winning some easy ones, dog. He's won some. I said it in my week rings video, dog. I just compared him to all these other players, and I was like, yo, I did not expect to see that, but now that I see it, I gotta report it, dog. You see what I'm saying? But I'm just kind of walking you through, dog, like how I do my research, dog. Like when I do my research, it's never like I'm literally trying to single any one player out. I never try to do that, dog. I look at the data through painstaking hours of research. You see what I'm saying? Like, I've said it before, dog. When I first started making these videos, I did not know LeBron was this big of a failure, dog. I did not know. You see what I'm saying? I had no idea he was this bad. I just knew he wasn't the GOAT. That's all I knew. I knew 100%, nah, this dude is definitely not the GOAT. There's no way he could be the GOAT. Because just from surface level, 6 finals losses. I'm like, nah, dog, nah. He ain't, nah. No way he could possibly, he's losing too much, dog. Too much of a loser. But then when you start looking through all the history of the game and all these failures, his name keeps popping up, and you see the finals ain't just where it starts and ends, dog. It's all throughout his career, just losing. And then we see the only times he can win is when he has a substantial amount of help, dog. Substantial amount of help. You see what I'm saying? And that's how you even know further that this dude ain't the GOAT, dog. Plus, we look at the eye test, we look at the skills, we look at all the things he lacks, dog. You see what I'm saying? So our eyes are telling us the same story. His finals record is telling us the same story. NBA history is telling us the same story. All these things point to LeBron, big failure every time, dog. I'm not looking for this, dog. I'm just walking you through the stuff I researched, dog. But I just find it very interesting that Michael Jordan, you know, not only does he have the most seasons for any one player of not losing 3 games in a row for a regular season and a postseason and winning a championship as a result, he has also stopped more teams who were on the verge of not losing 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and postseason. He gave them those 3 L's at least, you know, in a row and eliminated them. And then he was one of the lowest win record teams to ever stop a team that had not lost 3 games in a row for the entire regular season and postseason from getting to the finals, dog. Only his Bulls in the 88-89 season and the 94-95 Rockets were able to do it, dog. You know? And another thing, dog, we look at this stupid narrative people want to throw out talking about Rodman going to the Bulls made it a super team, dog. But we see the Spurs in 94-95, they had Rodman, dog. And they got upset big time. You see what I'm saying? By these Rockets. The Rockets, the 47-35 Rockets. Yes, they went on to win a championship, but this is the lowest win team to ever upset a team like this. Besides, you know, he's tied with the Bulls in 88-89. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, you can say Rodman made them a super team, but Rodman didn't make the Spurs a super team. You see what I'm saying? And when Rodman got to the Bulls, he was traded there, by the way. They got rid of him. He was traded there, and pretty much all his stats dropped when he went to the Bulls. His points went down. His rebounds went down. His blocks went down. His steals went down. I believe his field goal percentage even went down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the majority of his stats, his statistical output went down, dog. And he joins the Bulls, and they win 72 games. You see what I'm saying? So you can try to throw out the narrative, but the facts don't support it. You see what I'm saying? The evidence doesn't support it. You see what I'm saying? So I just thought it was interesting, dog, to bring that up, dog. Michael Jordan just proving even further through my research that this dude just on another level, dog. You see what I'm saying? Another level. And LeBron, he not the GOAT. He not the GOAT, dog. He not the GOAT.